I'm Mai Hairumai. Welcome to 3 News. It's been the ultimate on-again, off-again relationship and it is officially back on. We're talking Labour and a capital gains tax, but there is still drama. It was leaked a day early and it's prompted Leader Chris Hipkins to issue a warning that if the leaker is found, they'll be kicked out of the party. We'll have a longer interview with Hipkins shortly, but first here's Lloyd Burr with the details of the policy that Labour just can't seem to let go.
A chipper-looking chippy arriving at the altar for an update on Labour's relationship with the capital gains tax. Not that he's calling it that.
We will be introducing a targeted tax on profits made after the 1st of July 2027 when a commercial property or a residential property excluding the family home is sold.
It'll boost the government's coffers by around $700 million a year. So where will that money go?
Every dollar raised will be ring-fenced for healthcare.
That's why his health spokesperson Aisha Viral's next to him, announcing 3 free GP visits per person per year.
Everyone will receive one of these free Medicards to use those visits at the general practice that you are enrolled in.
Here's how Labour's capital gains tax will work. It would kick in on July the 1st, 2027, but it doesn't apply to any gains made before then. The tax rate on the gains after that date would be 28%, and it would apply to all residential and commercial properties. But there are exemptions. It wouldn't apply to the family home or lifestyle block. It won't apply to all farms, including investment farms. It wouldn't include inheritances, and it wouldn't apply to KiwiSaver, to shares, gifts, cars, boats, art or furniture.
We're not going to get rich as a country by continually buying and selling houses from one another. We need to make sure that we're investing in businesses that create jobs, that create opportunities for New Zealanders.
Labour's long flirtation with more tax has been consummated today.
That flirtation's been going on for decades. Treasury suggested one back in 1989 and the Labour Finance Minister David Cagle talked about carve-outs.
Family homes will not be subject to any form of capital gains tax.
But the chatter went into hibernation for more than 2 decades until Phil Goff woke it up.
Labour's plan is a bold one. It's a game changer, which creates greater fairness.
But it tripped him up.
Show me the money!
And when Shearer replaced him, the policy continued.
We like them.
When Cunliffe replaced him, the policy survived.
Everybody who should earn a fair share pays a fair share.
But it continued to plague the party, so when Andrew Little took over, he took the knife to it in 2015.
I don't care how many houses you own. What people want to know is that people are going to be treated fairly.
A stance continued by Jacinda Ardern, who, as Prime Minister, opened the door by launching a tax working group, but then slammed that door shut.
I won't allow it to happen as Prime Minister.
When Hipkins replaced her, the door opened again.
Everything comes back onto the table, and that includes a discussion around tax.
But he moved it from the table to the bonfire in 2023.
The government will not be introducing any major new taxes. We won't be rocking the boat by introducing major new taxes. I have made that absolutely clear.
Before it rose from the ashes again today, although today wasn't the plan.
Not today. No, it wasn't going to be today.
He was forced to because it was leaked to media yesterday.
I am curious as to why the policy has been leaked right now. It is clear that there is warfare within the Labour Party caucus.
Hipkins deliberately on repeat over whether he'll investigate.
If it transpires that it was deliberately released by somebody and that we find out who that person is, they won't be a member of the Labour Party anymore. If we find out who it is, if they did it deliberately, then they will no longer be a member of the Labour Party. If somebody has deliberately released this information and we find out who it is, they won't be a member of the Labour Party anymore.
Tax expert Robin Walker from Deloitte says Labour's latest version of the policy is much more targeted than its previous ones.
So rather than looking at putting a tax on every possible type of capital gain, this is just saying for commercial and residential property, that's what we want to tax.
And as for the exemption on all farms,
farming is quite a political issue in New Zealand. It is a sort of an astute political move by the Labour Party to just rule out taxes on farms from the get-go.
Today they've just opened the door, and we know the door will open wider and wider in a Labour to Party Māori Greens coalition.
And that's exactly what Green Party co-leader Chloe Swarbrick, who was peering over the balcony, wants. A wealth tax.
to tax wealth, the wealthiest 3% in this country, which means that we can have free GP visits for all, free dentistry, free early childhood education, distributed, renewable, affordable electricity. We can protect our environment.
And in my professional opinion, a wealth tax would not be able to work unless our closest economic partner, which is Australia, moves to a wealth tax.
That's because of wealth flight, where assets would be transferred across the ditch to avoid tax. So a no from Labor to a wealth tax and a big welcome back to a capital gains tax, for now at least.